Yo, man, you talking about video number 13? Big. Oh shit, didn't have my camera right. Hey, but that's okay. Didn't have my camera right last time, but yeah, that's all right though. We ain't tweaking on it. Anyways, appreciate you. If you watching this, if you tuned in, if you tapped in, if you, I don't know, just being a part of the movement. Like I keep telling y'all, like I keep saying to y'all, like I keep reiterating to y'all, I want to be clear about this and listen to me. I've said this on more than one occasion, but I want you to really listen to me this time, man. I fucking appreciate y'all that really rock with me because, and I've told a couple of y'all this, but y'all really motivate me to keep going. Y'all really motivate me to do what I do in the fashion and in the way that I do it. So, I mean, really without y'all, you know, what am I? Who am I? You know, what's my importance? Outside of the importance that I place on myself, but that's another story. As you can see, it's a little bit overcast. I feel like every time my mood changes as far as how I'm feeling about the overall situation or just how I'm feeling about the way things are going, I feel like I get that overcastness. I feel like I get that, I don't know, like it I'm not trying to say that the weather correlates with what I got going on, but it's just funny that every time I have one of those instances where I'm feeling anxious or where I'm feeling like, I don't know, where I just kind of lose my way a little bit. You look at the sun and it's out, but you see those clouds a lot too. So, you know, I don't know if God is correlating it to my life. I highly doubt it. I'm not that important, but it's just interesting to see. But I'm glad for this because the wind's blowing slightly and the sun's not beating down on my face. So y'all not about to see sweaty dollar today. So I guess we all winning, right? But moving on, I'm taking on a new adventure. I'm gonna call it the 100-day challenge. And I'll kind of get into a little bit of what I want to do, kind of like my plan, or plan on that. Not my overall plan, not the plan I've been talking about, stumbling upon or making or coming up with, not that the overall plan for my life, but just so I could better my life. You know, it's something that I've been thinking about, or not been thinking about, but something I've thought about in the past. I actually even really put my toes in the water at one point, but I just didn't pull the trigger on it. I just didn't actually swim, didn't do a breaststroke, didn't do a backstroke, didn't do none of that. So yeah, hold on real quick, y'all. I got a phone call. All right, full disclosure, you know, I had to change my clothes too. Collar a little drunk, that's okay, let it drink, it's grown. But this is something that has been on my mind, you know, sparingly in the last couple of months, but really with everything going on and just really trying to find solutions and trying to find a way out. I really want to add another stream of income to everything I'm doing, everything I got going on. And I kind of want to automate it a little bit. So I'm going to start drop shipping. I'm going to try to do it. If y'all got any experience about it, please drop a tip or a link or, you know, refer me to somebody. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can so, you know, I could change my life, change the people around me's life for the better and not have to necessarily rely on anyone or anything to get my bills paid, you know? Not that I do now, but I'm just saying, I don't want to have to do that in the future. And then two, you know, I want to make enough to where I can do whatever I want to, whenever I want to. And I'm sorry if it sounds windy in the mic, but I don't control the wind, so shout out to God. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. But just another way to diversify. So I'm doing the 100-day challenge. I'm going to try to make a more than profitable drop shipping store with literally no experience, none of that. And I'm gonna document it every day. So this is video 13 right here. I'll probably do like 13 plus 1 or 13 plus 2, 13 plus 3, something like that to kind of signify that these are the 100 days of the challenge. So when we look back at this later, or I look back at this later, I should say, I could be like, damn, I remember when I started here and now my Shopify store is making 10 million, you know? Not to say it's gonna actually do that, but not to say it's not going to either, you feel me? I don't know, I don't fucking know. But that being said, just want to kind of put that out there real quick. So that might change the content just a little bit. I probably won't be able to get too detailed with it as far as like showing y'all what website shit I'm going on. So later down the line, after I finish this whole experiment and see kind of what happened, how we did, then I could maybe go back later on and add all that information. Maybe I'll do how to do a drop shipping store or something. Imagine me making a how to drop ship video. So I don't know. I'm taking 100 days to really focus on it, really lock in on it. And that's going to be kind of like my main baby right now, like my main thing that I'm like working on as far as like creatively, like my projects and things of that nature, you know, because it's important to me and I feel like it's still viable in 2022. I know a lot of people say it's oversaturated, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. Get your oversaturated ass up out my motherfucking video because I'm not trying to hear it. I don't want no negativity. I'm not going for it. I'm not buying it. I'm not doing none of that. Another side note too, the video from yesterday came out late. This one didn't. Just wanted to throw that out there. Ooh, it's funny flow. Mentally, I'm in the same spot. I'm focused now, so this dropshipping thing is helping me kind of put my focus somewhere, but still it's the same shit. I mean, anxious, you know, confused, perplexed, just not really, I don't know. I'm kind of in the ocean and the wind's just blowing my little sailboat and it's just, you know, I'm not really adjusting the sails right now the way I need to, at least in my opinion. So I think mentally I'm really just going through it, you know. I have not got a good night of sleep. I know I said that yesterday, but you know, it just, I get so tired at the end of the day every day, and it's just like, man, I wake up at pretty much the same time every night, or at least the room looks the exact same when I wake up. And by that I mean the amount of sunlight coming in, you know, at the same time. And it's not good, you know. Like, I can't remember the last time I woke up with slobber on my face because I slept so fucking hard. And the crazy part about that is like, I used to think that was a bad thing. Like, I used to think that, you know, me waking up with slobber all over my face was like, damn, like, I'm nasty for that shit. But nigga, I was just fucking asleep. Like, I was fucking tired and I got some good fucking sleep, you know. So when I look at things like that, when I don't know, you know, it's mentally, it's draining. It's very draining. And then as everything is connected, you know, the mental, the spiritual, the physical, everything is connected. It kind of puts me in a place where everything else kind of like takes a dip. So, you know, my performance physically is not as good as it should be. Maybe I'm not thinking as clearly as I should because I'm tired, or, you know, I have all this other stuff on my brain, on my mind right now. And it's like, it really shouldn't have to be that way. Hold on, let me do something. Okay. It really shouldn't be that way, but it is for me right now, and at least for the foreseeable future, you know. But this 100 days will really help kind of like, you know, add some purpose to my life, add some more ambition, you know, more goals, more destination, more journey, and just really allow myself a chance to fail or succeed, really. You know, with the flipping phones thing, it's kind of like the same idea. You know, you watch YouTube videos, you learn. A lot of people have a lot of different opinions on it. Hey, do it this way. Hey, do it this way. Hey, I'm making this much money. Hey, I made this much money. And it's never really the same, you know. There are outliers, you know, some people do extremely well. But most of us, you know, it's pretty average, pretty basic. But the key is you got to stick with it. You got to keep going. You have to get the money that you make, that you profit, and reinvest it back. I think Bobby Shmurda said it best, you know. I think he said, Tata told him, get that money, then you spend it on the same thing. And that's as simply as you could put it right there, because that's how you grow the business. That's how you scale the business. And a lot of times I didn't do that. See, what I used to do with my business, and I'm rambling a little bit, but you know, this is something I'm passionate about. I would be like, oh shit, I made $150 today, so shit, I can spend 30 on weed. I can go buy me some blunts, you know, I can go do this, I can go do that. And then that 150 would turn into $30 profit or $50 profit. And it's like, yeah, it's still profit, but you didn't really grow that much. You're not really growing the business. And if you do that over time, you start running out of money, because what tends to happen is you start spending the money that you're making. Then when you don't make money that day, you're like, oh, I'll make it again tomorrow, so I'm gonna just spend it. and then you don't make no money that day, then the next day comes, oh, well, I'm good because I know I'm making back because I didn't make nothing yesterday or the day before, and then it spirals out of control. So, you know, the number one thing now is I got a job that's gonna, you know, pretty much fund the drop shipping for now, and we'll see in 100 days. Well, we're gonna see in every day, but early on, it's gonna be a lot of research, you know, product research, just kind of really figuring it out. I'm looking to open, you know, sometime next week. Now, if I find something like a product that I really believe in, that I really think could do something special, then I'll go ahead and start it earlier. But for now, my plan is to start next week. This is the research phase. This is the learn as much as we can phase. This is the lock-in phase. And I'm really gonna try to learn as much as I can, just like I did with phone flipping. You know, I had no experience doing that, really had no experience selling shit other than slanging chicken and shrimp at TGI Fridays, but that's another story for another time. But, you know, I learned it, and now I got a pretty good hold on it. Where I'm at right now, I don't really get as many opportunities as I did in Vegas, just because it's not as many people here like that, and, you know, not so many people traveling here from all over the world that need to sell their phone or trying to get some extra cash or whatever. But, you know, I took the information that I learned, I just tried it, I applied it, I got played on some things, I got scammed on some things, but now I'm proficient at it. You know what I'm saying? If I was in an area where I can get phones all the time, I'd be fucking rich. It is what it is. So that being said, I'm gonna get off here because I've been rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to really give y'all an update about where I'm at, what I'm feeling, how it's going, and what I'm doing. So now that we did that, my last question, or I guess my next question I should say, because it ain't my last, I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow again, of course, but what I be saying on them reaction videos, alright then, y'all.